everybody. Welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I am so glad you're here. We're going to talk about this week's mini swap. So this week over on Ginger's Corner, the swap theme was anything indoors, whatever you do when you're inside. So play games, watch TV, cook, do the dishes, chores. I don't know. It's in this, right? We can always find something to do. So what I did, pardon me, is I made a spinner for a game. I used some sentiments and we're going to make one together. Now this is super easy, you guys. I want you to remember a couple of things. Don't be intimidated. Mini swaps are a great way to start swapping, okay? You only have to make 4 and you mail them off to your captain because you get all the information over on Ginger's Corner when you sign up, and you get 4 back with the same theme, but they're all going to be different. You're going to get 4 different ones. Now, it needs to be flat. We want to save those bulky ones for the main swap so that our postage doesn't get crazy. And we've been working on that. If you're a member of Ginger's Corner, you know we've really been working on to keep postage down, and we're changing things a little bit so that it doesn't cost quite so much, because it's crazy. Mail's crazy, right? It's just crazy. All right, so let's just get in. I'm going to show you what I used, and then we're going to make one together, and then I'll show you at the end how to mail it, okay? So in order to make my circles, I did use some etched dies, and I used my scraps, you guys. If you watched me, you know that I take some of my 6x6 and 6x, what are they called? Like 4x6 pads. And if I am done with that pad, I will use the B side to use on embellishments. So that's what I've done this time. Use those scraps. And then I cut a circle out of each color to create. So then I cut enough red circles and enough blue and yellow and green, and then I cut them in half twice. So I cut them in half once, turn them and cut them in half. So I had basically a pie. That's all I'm making is a pie. Then I had this little die here. Honestly, I do not know where this came from because I separated. This was in my shapes category because that's what I consider arrows. And I cut that to make this. And I also used sentiments I had left over from Simple Stories. I think it's called Fun and Games or Game Night or something like that. And then my little flat back gems. Now, I just got done saying that mini swaps need to be flat. These are so small, and I truly mean it. I will put them in my description. I will put the Amazon link. I use these and I use other ones. They are so small, they do not add bulk. That's why I buy them, to be honest, so I can. Now, I wouldn't go crazy and put a ton, but one small one in the middle is not going to make a difference. With that said, that doesn't mean all gems are okay. It's not. We get all these different ones here. Let me grab out of one of my color drawers. We get this. I got these from the Dollar Tree. These are way too big. They are not flat. You cannot use them on the mini swap and the postage work. It won't at all. Now these tiny ones, you could probably use 1, maybe 2. I mean, you guys are going to have to use your judgment. Enamel dots, they get too bulky. They really do. I know that we want to make things extra special and all of that, but in the mini swaps, we need to just do layers of paper. Very, I don't want to say simple because this isn't a simple embellishment, but we do have to be mindful of the bulk, okay? Save all of that bulky stuff for the main swap. That's why we have a main swap and a mini swap, so we can go kind of crazy on the main swap and we can have just some quick, easy swapping fun with the mini swap. Each swap that we do over on Ginger's Corner is geared for different reason and to encourage different styles and everyone to do something different, but we try really hard to keep that postage down. As long as we're all being careful, it should be okay. And if it doesn't, you address your envelope to you and from you, so it might come to you with postage due. That's just a chance we're all taking, right? Okay, so enough of that. I'll quit gabbing. Let's have some fun and let's play. So that's what I used to create it. And all I am going to do is I simply just took each color, right? And I just assembly lined them. Now I've had several questions lately asking me if all of the swap items you create, let's say you decide to swap with us, which yay, but all of them have to be identical. No, they don't. Some of us that have been swapping for 2+ years with these swaps create them all the same because it's just easier. We assemble them. I mean, I had to do 12, so I don't want to do 12 different ones. It's faster for me to do them all identical, but you do not. As long as they fit the theme, as long as you create 4, you're good to go, okay? So then I took my arrow here. Let me grab I am loving my new crafty space. It's been kind of crazy moving after I just did all that organizing, but you know what? It was kind of easy too because everything was already organized. Okay, so I cut it apart. And then I'm going to take my tweezers. You guys know I love my tweezers. I need to clean them. There's lots of glue stuck on them. Oh, come on. Take my tweezers and hold it. And I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue with my applicator. I'll put these in the description as well. They fit right on the Scotch Tacky glue. I get all of it on Amazon. All right, so now there's a little bit of tiny white here. So that's where I'm probably going to stick my sentiment, which is here. So let's just put the arrow somewhere else. It doesn't really matter where, okay? Just like that. Then I'm gonna put a little dab of glue here, okay? And where's my quick pick stick? From We Are Memory Keepers, it's hiding. Okay, quick stick, that's what it's called, not quick pick stick. I make up my own words. Okay, just like that. Now, then I'm just going to take a sentiment, or I could have done a stamp. I could have done whatever I wanted. And let's do this. Goodness. Guys, I really don't know where this cough is coming from. And I could put it there. It's okay. I don't think that white stands out so much. And just like that, I made one. Pretty simple. So then I'll just put this one together and that's it. Like that was pretty easy. I used scraps to do everything. I kind of even consider these sentiment scraps because I've already used this line a lot. If you guys have been watching me, you know I used it last summer. Did a lot of pages. I actually have several because I feel like family time and game ephemera is hard to find. So I had several left over, so I do consider these scraps. Needed to use them up, but they work perfectly. Now, if you wanted to, you could ink around the edges. I didn't, but you totally could. And just like that, I have my 4 done. I mean, I have one more to do, but let me show you how to nail, okay? You're gonna take a piece of cardstock, all right? Now remember, it's a mini swap, so a standard size envelope, okay? This is 9 by 4, I believe. Let me make sure. I've measured this a million times. One would think I would know it by now. Yep, a little over 9 and right at 4. So it's a 9 by 4 standard business, the one your bills come in, but this time you're not gonna send bills, you're gonna send happy fun. And you're gonna address it to your captain. You're gonna include a self-addressed stamped envelope, put your address to you and from you, and then either put 2 stamps or 90 cents in postage. Now, it has been suggested, and I'm going to do a new how-to video because postage is changing for us, that instead of adhering your postage, if you want to, put them just with your swap, and your captain, if they think 1 stamp is enough, they'll return your 2nd stamp. I know, that's probably confusing a lot of people right now. And again, I have a new how-to video coming out this next week. I'm going to work on it this weekend. So don't panic. You just need to send 2 postage stamps or 90 cents. You can do it the way we've always been doing it, and I will go over that in the how-to video. All right, so you're going to stick that in an envelope, your self-addressed stamped envelope, and you're going to put your embellishments down. Now, this is the part really, I want everyone to pay attention. Flip them over. Flip them over, flip them over, flip them over, please, because we're gonna washi tape them down. And if you do it this side up, the washi tape might tear your paper, okay? We don't want that. We want to keep your beautiful creation all intact, all right? So we're gonna washi tape them down. Now I have not forgotten about putting my name on the back, although there's been a couple swaps here I actually forgot. And let me tell you, you guys called me out on it. It's awesome. It makes me happy that you guys are putting your names on yours. Okay, now this one is a dark back, so I'm not gonna be able to make that work. So what I do is you guys know me, I'm always cutting something out of scraps. So, whoops, there's only 3. I need 4. Come on. I'm going to take my stamp. Now you could write on here. If you have thinner paper, make sure that you're using a pencil, all right? And I'm going to stamp my name on each of these because I've had this stamp for over 20 years and I'm too lazy to write my name. In my defense, I write my name a lot. All right, so I'm going to washi tape these to the back. That is a solution. And then everyone will know who it's from, okay? And the other side, some of these are two-sided paper, so they could use the scallop for something else if they want to and just hide my name. Cross it out, right? Okay, so then this is going to go in my envelope. Let's see here, did I get another one? Oh, I didn't. So you would put this in your envelope and this and mail it off to your captain, just like that. That's how we do it. All right, you guys, watch for that how-to video. I know things have changed, but we're really trying to make it as affordable and encourage as many people to come and join us. Don't forget, we have swaps in Canada now. Miss Nadine, her swaps are growing. We have swaps in parts of Europe. Solfrid is doing amazing, and there are 2 gals that are swapping, but we would love to add more to that. And with that said, I hope you have a blessed day. Be creative, enjoy the people and your family around you, and have fun with some paper. I'll see you next time. Bye.